or we should maintain that, right?
Right.
Okay, so what's up?
Nothing, sir. Just
Nothing. Mm, so still, I can see you are still in drowsy mood, or
oh, okay. Sorry. Uh,
no, no, it happens. In morning time,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
because you are not in the habit to wake up in the early morning, but now, gradually it will be in your habit, behavior,
Yeah,
or inbuilt habit.
yeah.
Uh, so, let me open and share my screen so that we go through. Okay, so are you able to watch that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great. So, see, this is how this structure is: vocabulary, phrase, idiom, then modal sentence, then something else, then tense, and these all things will come. So now we have to follow those all model. That is
Okay.
basically the way to speak effectively or having some good knowledge.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
s- yeah, so that you are not going to feel like the sword of Damocles is hanging over your head.
Okay.
Uh, yesterday I went live as usually I go on Facebook.
Okay.
So I put this topic only. The sword of Damocles is hanging over your head if you are not learning English.
Okay.
Right. I
Right.
had I had participant. One of my friend is from Indonesia, and one of friend he is from Mexico. So we discuss around 1 hour. Right.
Okay.
I'll share that video later on.
Okay.
So now let's start. Okay, read it out.
It's none of my concern.
Yeah, it's none of my concern.
Yeah.
It means suppose you are sitting in your room, or
Okay.
some courier boy comes and he say like, sir, please see, this letter belongs to you, and
Okay.
you watch that courier, but name is only Sumit, but there
Mm,
might be one more Sumit residing near to you. So you say like, yeah, name is Sumit, I'm Sumit, but the address is mentioned here is different. So you should go to next door. So this is
okay.
called okay. This is courier, but it's none of my concern,
Okay.
right? Or you may use for your own purpose. Depends like which situation you are making this.
Okay.
Right? Got it?
Yeah, got it, sir.
Yeah, right. So you have to use sometime, or these things you can use anywhere, right? It's not much longer, lengthy, or
Mm,
like people will get like, oh, what are you telling? So this seems like it is kinds of Hindi to English translation like that,
yeah.
right?
Mm.
Next,
Why this step motherly treatment with me only?
yeah, why? See, the sound WHY, basically we Indians say why. We have
Okay.
learned like that, right? So
Right.
H sound is mostly silent, so we say why.
Mm,
Only Y, X, Y, Z, letter Y.
mhm.
Why?
Oh,
Right.
oh, right.
So why this step motherly treatment with me only? Right.
Okay.
So you can say, suppose you went somewhere with your friend. You are there are four friends, or your four friend went somewhere to somebody's house as a
Mm,
guest, right?
okay.
So what happens generally in our culture, we are asked to, okay, what would you like to have? Or generally without asking, people bring some sweets or something as in, hospitality. They show hospitality, right?
Okay.
Show hospitality means, uh,
Like something like a Av Bhagat type.
yeah. So hospitality means स्वागत करना basically, right? और
Like welcoming.
खातिर, yeah,
Yeah.
खातिरदारी करना, yeah, welcoming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we go in Hindi, so it comes a very good sense. So now it won't go out from your mind; it will remain into your mind. So hospitality means khatirdari karna in sense.
Yeah.
So it happens like you must have such experience. We go somewhere, they bring some sweet or something like. So
Right.
you four friend went to somebody's house and you saw that somebody is bringing some sweet. in plate. So there are
Mm.
four plate because you are four. So
Okay.
in four plate, there was three sweet in each. In three plate there was three sweet, or in one plate there was two only.
Okay.
Right. So
Right.
those all three of your friend got three sweet, or you got only two.
Okay.
So generally you cannot say openly because this is their choice. So
Yeah.
in your mind you can say like, oh my God, why this stepmotherly treatment with me only?
Yeah, definitely. Mm.
Right. मतलब सौतेला व्यवहार, right?
Yeah.
कि why with me? Or in office, you may also use. Suppose in increment time, you can see you are good performer. Your way of working, your style, your each and everything is well, right? As per the company standard requirement. But what
Mhm.
happen? What happens when it comes to increment time?
Mm.
You shall like, oh my God, the guy they are getting 10% of increment, and when it comes to me I'm getting only 7%. So you use this, hey, why this stepmotherly treatment with me only,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Next.
You have worn the sweater inside out.
Yeah, so any example?
Um, like if I say that any person,
Yeah,
you have worn the sweater inside out.
yeah, basically we always try to hide our sound.
Yeah.
person
Uh,
person basically it seems some weird or something like, because we are in used to say R again or again, right? So when we say without R, anything we say without R, it seems like, oh my God, we are
mm,
going to make some mistake. But it is the reality.
okay.
Most of time R is converted in R sound, not R.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, where we were at, we have worn the sweater
Sweat
inside out.
inside out.
Yeah, sweater inside out. Sweater, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, sweater
Yeah.
inside out. So somebody is basically your friend.
Mm.
You saw him like in office, or you can judge like, oh my God, the sweater he has worn it not in right way. So you can say, hey, what happened? You have worn a sweater inside out.
Okay.
Or it may imply, or you can use this for jacket also, shirt also,
Yeah.
cap
Yeah.
also. Yeah, anything depend like what about you're going to talk.
So basically, inside out is the meaning of
Ulta.
uh, ulta.
Ulta. So it is not like that, जो लिखा है, we have to say that only. We have to
Okay.
use our own, right?
Right.
Only the subject line you have to change.
Yeah.
What thing you are going to talk about.
So
Next.
this next today I am out of sorts.
Yeah, today, basically you must have heard the day, DAI sound, they give a stress. Today.
Okay.
We
Today.
say we say today. Today.
Yeah.
That is all right, not bad.
Mm,
But when we are learning, we are thinking to get some accent. So
mm,
we can say today, right? So
right.
today I'm out of sorts.
Yeah.
Means generally in office, we used to say like, I'm not feeling well, I'm not getting well. This is
Yeah.
very, very popular one or easy one. But it this is also in related to that, in relevant to that, right? So
Yeah.
today I'm out of short.
Okay.
So basically we should have knowledge if
Mm,
somebody talks like this way, so we can get,
okay.
right? Next.
Your tongue runs on wheel.
Yeah, your tongue runs on will.
Will.
Yeah. So basically, you must have seen some people. They always keep talking, even something in related to him or not, but he
Mm,
keep talking. So you, in that case, you can say your tongues run on will. Or most of time, you are married, so you must have gone through such experience. The conflict of husband and dot dot dot, right?
yeah. Definitely. Mm,
So in in
mm,
that case, we can say that, hey,
mm,
even you have come out from, you have come just from office, right?
yeah.
You came from office, you are very exhausted. You asked for something and you heard something.
Yeah.
You get some different response. So you can say, hey, your tongue runs on will.
Mm, yeah.
Next.
He has put on weight,
Yeah. So any example?
just like me. I have put in lots of weight.
No. What is your BMI? Body mass index
I think it's above the things, above the my height.
requirement.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so you should control that. That is really serious, right?
Right.
Nowadays, in between commitment, we get stuck. We are trapped.
Yeah.
So we hardly get time to do anything that may help us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So generally, nowadays people used to say, "Oh, you are fatty," or "You are getting fat."
Yeah.
Because these sentences are, very easy. So people
Yeah.
used to say, but the right way to say is he has put
Put
on
on.
weight.
Yeah.
Put on weight, or somebody say put on flesh. Flesh is also is being used of flesh.
Okay.
FLESH, flesh. Okay. So now, uh, okay, there is pronunciation W, V, and F.
Okay.
So when you speak W sound, your
Mm,
mouth structure, lips structure becomes round, like see, which,
Okay.
where,
Okay.
what, round. It becomes round, right? And when you speak V and F sound,
Yeah.
your lips become flat. So you bite from lips to your teeth to lips. It's become V sound is like v, vibration sound comes basically.
Yeah.
And in F also, there is no sound in V or F. In F
Yeah.
also the sound is for air pressure, like.
Okay.
Have you practiced any time these all sound?
And I'm not focus on that, like, but I'm saying, but right now you are saying, so I'm considering that.
Okay, so wait, let me go through some incident,
Yeah.
and later on you have to do it your own. Mm, okay. So how to share my sound? Just a minute, just a minute.
Hey,
Oh,
I created this beautiful logo for my bike shop with Wix Logo Maker.
The top teeth come into contact with the bottom lip while blowing air gently through the mouth and adding voice. You can check for the voice by feeling the vibration here in your throat. Village, village, village. Very, very. Video, video. Voice, voice. River, river. Travel, travel. I was nervous about leaving the vegetables uncovered in November. I was nervous about leaving the vegetables uncovered in November. Now what, as in when. What, what. Bring the lips into the shape for the sound oo, as in roof. But before actually making the oo sound, pull the lips back strongly and quickly while adding voice. W, W, W. When, when, when. Whale, whale. Winter, winter. Weather, weather. Between, between. Twist, twist. Will you wait for me until 12? Will you wait for me until 12? Now the difference between the two sounds. V is made by bringing the top teeth into contact with the bottom lip, blowing air gently through the mouth and adding voice. W doesn't involve the teeth at all. We bring the lips forward into the shape for oo, as in roof. But instead of making the oo sound, we pull the lips back quickly and strongly while adding voice. W, when, w, w. Village, when, village, when.
Okay, so are you able to sound जा रहा था आपके पास?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
so you
coming.
can, yeah, so you can see, I tried to say from my end, but it was the better if native speaker is saying like how we have to pronounce. So this is the quality of digitalization. So on sudden we can see like how people are making sound for W, or you might have noticed like they don't use H sound. The H
Yeah,
sound is coming, so they are only using W sound and making their face round.
yeah.
Right. And let's see F sound. There is so many video. I have not selected anyone. So you only go on nowadays YouTube, type anything, you find a
Yeah.
lots of. But let me go through F sound.
Okay.
English.
Do you believe that hard work is what it takes to be successful? I know this sounds bad.
Hi guys, and welcome to Like a Native Speaker. Today's lesson is about the F sound. This sound can be surprisingly tricky for a lot of students, especially students of Asian languages, like Korean or Japanese. So let's get started. First, how do we make this sound? There are two important parts of your mouth. There's your upper teeth, here, and your lower lip, here. Really, for your mouth, those are the only parts you need. Your upper lip is not involved in this sound. Your tongue, not really involved in this sound. Even your voice, you don't need to use. So as a Canadian, I am uniquely qualified to show you the correct F position, which I like to call beaver face. Your lower lip needs to rest on your upper teeth. Notice that you can see at least 4 of my upper teeth. The most common mistake in positioning is that students put the lips too close together. Can't see the teeth, can't hear the sound. So the position is just like this, just like a beaver. But the second most common positioning mistake that students make is that they do it too hard. Sorry. Notice that when you're making F sound, you're not biting the outside of your lip. You're resting in the middle or the inside. So when you practice this sound, make sure that you're not biting. All right, so that's the positioning. But if we do that, nothing happens. So where does the sound come from? The sound is just pushing air through the space between. It's just like breathing. You can breathe, right? I hope so. You're here. Just air pushing out. It is exactly the same with F sound. You're just slowing down the air with your lip and teeth. The tricky part is to find the balance between too soft, sounds like H sound, and too hard, where it looks like your brain is going to explode. That's why I say you need to rest. So the air has some
डार्क स्पॉट्स ने चेहरे की बजाय 12 ट्राई कर नया फेयर एंड हैंडसम लेजर 12 क्रीम
Let me tell you some really interesting things about your brain on forgiveness. So this
Hello there. This is the Sounds American channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the American consonant sound f, as in the word fun. You can also hear this sound in words like fine, phone, coffee, or laugh. We'll be using a special phonetic symbol f for this sound. Let's begin with some phonology. Don't worry, it won't be too complicated. If you followed us this far, there's been worse. The f belongs to a category of consonant sounds called the fricatives. This is the largest group of consonants in American English. It consists of 9 sounds. Take a look. F as in few, v as in view, s as in hiss, z as in his, sh as in fashion, zh as in vision, f as in think, v as in this, and h as in happy. So, why are they called the fricative consonants? All these sounds are made by partially blocking the air moving through your mouth, which creates an audible friction. Speaking about the consonant, this sound is made by partially blocking the air with your lower lip and your upper teeth. Many non-native English speakers are familiar with the sound and consider it to be easy to pronounce. Indeed, it's not the hardest consonant to make, but there are some things to watch out for. First, this sound is not always represented by the letter F, and this can sometimes be a problem. Second, similar sounds exist in many languages, and some non-native speakers use their native consonant when they speak English. Third, and most importantly, Americans pronounce their with lots of friction. Let's find out how they do it. To make the sound correctly, focus on the position of your lips and teeth. First, lightly bite your lower lip. Make sure you do it gently and leave a tiny gap between your lip and your teeth. Now, release a stream of air through that gap, creating lots of friction. The air should flow over your lip. Remember, the is a continuous sound, so you should be able to stretch it out, like this. Now, let's try saying it. Here are a few typical mistakes that people make when pronouncing a sound. Number 1. The most common problem is that many non-native speakers pronounce the sound without a friction. Why does this happen? Most often, people try to produce the friction using only their lips, since this is how they do it in their languages. This way, the passage for the airstream is too wide, and there's no obstacle to create sufficient friction. Compare. Wife, wife, fan, fan. Number 2. Some people involuntarily stop the air when making the sound. This is good for making stop sounds, but the is not one of them. The is a continuous sound, so you should be able to stretch it out. Compare. Wipe, wife, pan, fan. See how this changes the meanings of the words? Make sure to lightly bite your lower lip with your teeth and release a stream of air between them, producing a strong, continuous sound. Number 3. Don't forget about the vowel length rule. The is a voiceless consonant, so the vowel sounds before the are typically shorter than they are before its voiced counterpart, the v consonant. Compare. Safe, save, half, have. We talked about the vowel length rule in detail in one of our previous videos. Check the link in the description below. Okay, enough of theory. It's time to practice. Because practice is what our videos are for. This is how it works. You'll see a word on the screen and hear its pronunciation. Like this.
Find.
You'll have a few seconds to pronounce the word. Try to practice as many words as possible. This is the most important part of the whole lesson. Let's start with the at the beginning of words.
Find. First.
Friend.
Okay, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, so did you get something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Why did I give that much time? Because I know you know English. You are speaking.
Mm,
So you have come to me most of time for the intentionally to become a effective communicator.
yeah,
Right. To speak English, there are so many people they are speaking English well or not well, and that is why it happens if somebody asks you to present in data in boardroom and in front of anybody, so you get scared of. Why? Because you think like I may make I may commit any mistake. This happens.
yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, so this is how in my model I have put all those things in mind so that if you are learning English, why not with effective English,
Okay.
right? So most of time when you see we speak V sound, we say like bh. I can see people say voice,
Yeah,
verb, but that is not voice. That become voice,
yeah,
v, v. You must have seen like upper teeth is biting the lower lip, so it the V sound comes like vibration. V, v. There is no a sound of V. That is only
mm,
vibration.
yeah,
V. And likewise, F sound is also comes
yeah,
through air pressure. You got that right.
right.
Only like sorry. We are not saying anything. Only air pressure is coming.
Yeah,
So why did I take you through all the instance? Later on, it's your responsibility to
to,
practice.
yeah,
Yeah. So W sound, V sound, and F sound. You have to practice these three sound.
okay.
How how will you do that? You can see like how did I do that? Right. Go on YouTube, practice
Mm,
that.
okay,
So it will seems like weird because our way of our speaking or the way now we are going to learn it is quite different,
okay,
right? So we have to adapt that. You right? We have to adapt that and implement while speaking. We have to implement those all things. So keep in mind these all things W, right?
yeah,
V and F three sound you have to practice. And see, I have given some tongue twister so that once you practice, you can
mm,
use that. Like
right.
this wrist watch is Swiss wrist
Well,
watch. Whatever we want, whenever we want, we will win the world one
mm,
day.
yeah,
So W and V sound is involved here. You have
yeah.
you
F
have
is
Yeah, you have to practice. So
okay.
while saying W, mouth structure becomes round. While
Yeah,
saying F, we are flat, biting our lips from upper teeth. And in
yeah,
F, also we are biting teeth, but we are giving air pressure.
yeah.
So these all three sound you have to practice.
Okay.
Next,
Just budge off here. Just beat it.
any example?
If you know God, if you can leave this place, either I just beat you.
No, no, not like that. Yeah, the last word, last sentence you use that might be in your mind, but
Yeah.
not need to say that.
Okay.
So, so suppose you are in office
Okay.
or your boss has given some job to you to complete that.
Yeah.
So what happens? You attempted, you try to complete, and you get that printout or you went to your boss and boss is sitting into cabin. It happens like in office we have cabin for boss, so he's sitting there. You went with your page and say, sir, please
Mm,
verify that, please watch that. So he
okay.
he, he gently received that and he go through or review your all work, and he said, no, Sumit, you have made this mistake, please correct this.
Okay.
There is some mistake, correct it. Okay, you went back, you sit on your desk or you start working on that.
Okay.
or finally you have done and you again come to boss, sir, please verify I have done that, I have corrected that.
Okay.
So he again checked that and he again found one mistake, and he again said you like, Sumit, yeah, it's all right, but again you have made mistake, please correct this again.
Okay.
You went again, you sit down, you worked on that, you come again, and this time your boss is busy with some work.
Mm,
Third time he is occupied, he is preparing something for coming meeting or anything that is important.
yeah.
And now you come, you stand there, and you are waiting for his response. You say, sir, please. So anyhow, he was occupied with job. He given some time, manage some time, was that, and again he find that mistake. One mistake, again he find there. So
Yeah. So,
so now this time his pressure is not under control, and he said,
uh,
Sumit, just budge off here, beat it.
uh, okay.
Right. So the situation, he is not wanting you to watch you, to be you
Okay.
here. So this happens, right?
Right.
Next.
He crinkled up his nose.
Yeah, he crinkled up his
No.
nose. Yeah. Go through an example.
Uh, like somebody says some anything, or he's like teasing me. So
Yeah,
that time I can use uh,
yeah,
don't critting up his nose. I think you don't uh, crinkled up his nose or her nose.
yeah. But generally, I have experience like when you go in park or
Yeah.
some small child are playing with each other.
Yeah.
So what happens? You shall like this, those all are playing, they're happy, or they are laughing. But all of a sudden, after a few minutes,
Mm,
you saw like they are start fighting. What
fighting. Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
So being a guardian, you went there. Their guardian is also there, and you ask like, hey, what happens?
Yeah.
Why are you fighting or
Yeah.
yelling? Yelling means YEL.
Yelling it's like harming something or
No, L means
chill.
एलिंग मीन्स जोर जोर से चिल्लाना के सेंस में होता है,
Yeah. Yeah.
राइट, मतलब वो रूट सेंस में, व्हाई आर यू एलिंग विथ ईच अदर. So then what happens, your son said like, dad, he is crinkling up his nose at me.
Okay. Yeah.
Because in child age most of time it happens.
Yeah.
In any a small or petty issue, they just make some face and they try to take a mesh with each other.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Uh, my luck is out nowadays.
Yeah. So any example?
I'm not getting job. So right now my luck is out of nowadays.
Yeah. So any case, when you are doing your effort, uh,
Yeah.
you are you are putting your effort to get anything done, or you find like it's not working what you are
Yeah.
actually expecting. So in that
Yeah.
case, you can say, nowadays my luck is not supporting me, but the right way to say is my luck is now, my luck is out nowadays.
Nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. Next.
Everyone goes through the thick and thin.
Yeah, thick and thin. So
Yeah.
yeah, it happens in anybody life. Nobody in this world are in the way who always are in,
Up and up.
yeah, up and up.
Yeah.
Anybody has to go thick and thin. But what happens? We only think about our own experience, or we
Yeah.
say like, I am the one who are in trouble. Otherwise, nobody in trouble. It
Yeah.
happens. It happens. But when you ask to another person, you find like, oh my God, he is also in trouble. The
Okay.
way the way a situation might be different, but yeah, all people goes through thick and thin. Right. Next.
I don't like a crowded place.
Yeah, even nobody wants,
Yeah,
when you go in local, vegetable market, what happens? Chee,
mm,
pee, kee, pee, right?
yeah,
Somebody is standing there, he not caring like somebody need to cross through this way. Some cycle man, some bike, some scooty.
yeah. It's coming to through the market and then is honking on the side, and that's really weird
Yeah,
situation when you are stuck in at that place. So you need like
yeah,
generally we are stuck in this situation in in Mahanagars. There,
yeah,
yeah, otherwise you can live in a small town, so or either a like a rural area. There is
yeah.
something not like honking always time.
No, yeah, most of time it is always calm because yeah, you have given right example. In Mahanagar or big city,
Mm,
most of population are living over there. So
yes.
it is natural. It will happen,
Yeah.
right? Nobody want, but the matter is the money because we have to make a survival. So
So we have to uh, deal with these things.
yeah, we have to deal with. We have to grapple. Grapple means जूझना होता है. Grapple.
Okay.
Okay, I have this word meaning. Later on, you will get to know about these all things. Uh, Next,
May I have a light, please?
yeah. Do you smoke, Sumit?
Occasionally, not.
Okay, we should not.
Mm,
Okay, so it happens. You come out from office, you
mm,
have only cigarette or you don't have match, so you may ask to anybody, right?
right.
Next,
The bathroom drain is clogged.
clogged. Okay, so you know the meaning of drain?
मतलब जाम हो जाना something.
हाँ नहीं why do I ask? Because I know where the people not getting, or even if you are getting, my purpose is to make somebody understand, right?
Okay.
And you may ask whenever you think like I have told you,
Mm,
very well, all those things. But
mm.
here we are considering like we are zero,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So drain is like when you take bath in bathroom, you
Okay.
can
Drain is like a something it's wetting a floor or something or
no.
cleaning out.
No, 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 wait.
Yeah, okay.
Don't be excited. It happens. So when you take bath in bathroom, you can
Mm,
see there is a small jali. That is jali. The water goes through, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So the jali is, the shape over like, and not anything can go into the drain. So
Mm,
drain means the way to go the water through the jali to the river.
okay.
So that way is called drain.
Okay.
Right, you got that point,
Yeah.
drain.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So most of time you must have seen in office also. You went in bathroom, you can see all those things are jam like that in block, or in even in our own home. Sometime water is not going inside,
Okay.
so that is called drain. So
Okay.
when it comes to say, we say like block or jam or close, but
Mm,
right
right.
way, right word is clogged.
Okay.
Clogged. Clogged.
Okay.
So next time, whenever it happens, you have to say not like block. You can say that is all right, but the right way is clogged. Clogged.
No. Okay.
Yes. So a
So
bathroom drain. Yeah.
I think C is silent for is word.
No, clogged. I'm saying clogged.
Okay.
C
Uh,
C not silent. Clogged.
okay.
Right. And next is.
This room is too small for my needs.
Yeah, it happened. Suppose you are going somewhere, you are in plan to change the current room because
Mm,
that is not as per your need. You went somewhere, or you take your wife with you and you ask her like, please, see this room I have watched. Is it
mhm,
sufficient for us or not? So she assumed like, okay, when I'll come here, I'll put refrigerator there, Almira there. I'll see
Yeah.
television there. Temple there. We have so many things with us.
Okay.
So if she found like that is not sufficient, so she will say, no, Sumit, this room is too small for my needs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when we go through this whole thing, I know most of thing you might be knowing, or must be knowing,
Yeah.
but our purpose is to speak English, to
Okay.
discuss about something. So once there is some phrase or
Okay.
proverb or idiom, we
Mm.
have to discuss.
Okay.
Right. So this is what we go through these all things.
Okay.
Next.
Where does the road is led to?
Yeah. Uh, where again?
Yeah.
When we say where,
Mm.
WHERE. They become where,
Yeah.
where,
Uh,
where.
we
I
are.
don't, yeah, I don't
Uh,
know why they don't speak. But basically this belongs to their language,
okay.
so we have to say like that, the correct pronunciation, right? So that
Okay.
become where. They
Yeah.
open, they open mouth and it becomes where, right?
Okay.
So it is where does this road lead,
L-
yeah, lead to?
Led to.
Uh, so generally, when we ask somebody about the road, we are going through bike or four wheeler anywhere. So
Yeah.
we ask like, uh, ये रोड किधर को जाती है? It
Yeah.
happened, right?
Yeah.
In
Right.
English, in English, we use different word. We don't use lead. We use like, okay, where this road going to?
Yeah.
Like where? So right way to ask, or when you are describing about the route
Mm.
or road, the proper way is lead,
Okay.
because it is leading, right? It is leading wherever it is going. I don't know, but it is leading.
Yeah.
So whenever it comes to a route, we have to say like lead.
Led.
Yeah, where this road is leading, or where does this road lead to? Depends like in which way you are making sentence. You are
Mm.
making sentence, so you have to say lead word,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Next,
My house is at a stone's throw from Taj Mahal.
yeah.
From Taj Mahal.
An example: a stone's throw means very close to.
Yeah. Near about my
Mm.
place. Like I say that my house is at a stone throw from Akshardham or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Generally, we say close to or nearby. But
Mm.
when you watch movie or native speaker speech, or they are
Yeah.
saying this, they use a stone throw. A stone throw. Then we got a stuck. Oh my God! A
Yeah.
stone throw means he's throwing a stone.
Okay.
It happens, right? ऐसा होता है ना?
Yeah, definitely.
और हम अपना रॉकेट साइंस लगा देते हैं कि वो इसके
Mm.
मतलब यही होता होगा कि वो घर से पत्थर फेंक रहा होगा, लाइक दैट.
Mm. Yeah.
Right. But once we know whether we are remembering this or not, it is in our mind or not,
Mm.
but it will retain when such sentence will come, our mind will click. Yeah, a stone throw is nearby.
Okay.
Next.
I don't believe on Hasi.
Here means
Uh,
here means सुनने वाला here.
it's here, yeah, Hasi.
No, here say.
Okay.
Here say. Both are combined here.
Okay. So I didn't believe hearsay.
I don't believe on hearsay.
Say.
Yeah. So hearsay means, remember
सुनी
this.
सुनाई बात.
Yeah, suni sunai baat, or that is called afwah, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So this is very nice or very good word meaning
Yeah.
afwah. So generally our thought create in our own Hindi language.
Okay.
So in Hindi, most of people say afwah. So whenever it comes afwah, just
Yeah.
translate that. It means hearsay.
Yes. Okay.
Hearsay. Yeah, hearsay. So it happens nowadays. What happens? People are sending any message on WhatsApp. You watch
Yeah,
that, you forwarded it to your friend. Your
yeah,
friend forwarded to another friend. That becomes like hearsay.
yeah.
That is not reality. So nowadays you must have seen even media is trying to communicate through their own channel. Don't believe on hearsay, because sometimes it becomes a cause of conflict.
Yeah,
You must have seen like anything that somebody is saying about Ram Mandir, okay, or somebody is on his own behalf type some message that related, or nobody has given such a statement. So he just typed and he sent to anybody. Being an Hindu, he said like, I'm Hinduist, I'm good man, I'm supporting Hindu. He sent
okay.
it to another one, another one received, he sent to another one. That one,
Yeah,
there is no reality behind this, no base of that message,
okay,
but it becomes hearsay,
okay.
right? So you got this point, right?
Yeah,
Anybody is saying you about anybody, don't
mm,
believe directly. You can say, yeah, that's all right,
yeah,
but I don't believe on hearsay.
yeah.
Next,
How how dare are you?
yeah, so you know very well. This is very easy one. How
Yeah,
dare you? You
yeah,
can say, right? So anything people are doing, hearsay kind of activity, or suppose you have two friend,
mm,
or third one is trying to make conflict with you and your own friend. You are very close to him,
yeah,
so that becomes hearsay. But
yeah,
like your friend cannot give any derogatory statement or any remark about you. So you can say to the person who is trying to convey some ill thought about your friend, like he was talking about you some ill. So you can say,
yeah,
hey, how dare you? Right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
right.
him. I know him inside out. How dare are you?
Yeah,
And next,
enough is enough now.
yeah, enough is enough now. Means अब तो
बहुत ही हो गया.
अब तो बहुत ही हो गया.
Yeah,
Let it be. Okay. Yeah. Sumit,
yeah.
are you getting anything? Your purpose is to join with me to be fluent. You are already fluent,
Mm.
but have some effective way to communicate. Are you getting anything? It means, is there anything in mind like, yeah, I have joined, so I'm getting anything or learning anything?
Mm, yeah, basically, right now I'm learning lots of phrasal verbs which you are
Yeah.
giving me, and the second part is like how to pronounce
Yeah.
uh, words and how to improve. Then I think ongoing classes. I'm assuming that okay, after the some 2 or 3 classes, you maybe some give me some like grammatical part introducing in this course. So
Yeah.
you maybe like first just much better for me for the writing and communication skills so good. So basically these words I have to remember. I think, or yeah, mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have to use somewhere else anything. So I'm trying, right? Yesterday, I'm not. I'm saying that yesterday I'm not doing anything for that exercise. I'm seeing
Okay.
the exercise and I'm thinking where I have to put it this or that. So finally in my mind, so I choose any topics or anything. Write
Okay.
on the write on my notepad and either notepad, not on the typing in the system,
Yeah.
and I'm using these words. So like it's also for storytelling types. Yeah, when
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so how we are two friends are talking to each other. So at the peak moment, we are yelling to each other, so they can use.
Yeah. 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 Basically, we are, whatever I got to about you, I got to know,
Mm,
or I come to know about you. You are speaking well. Now your target is to have a right communication. Means
mm,
pronunciation is, it is really a very important part. People somehow they think like to speak English is only a speak in English, right? That is
mm,
not only a speak in English. You
mm,
have to use correct pronunciation. Correct means you might miss, if you are knowing 80%, that's all right. But it doesn't
yeah,
mean like you are making V को भी बता रहे हैं, right?
right.
So once you open your mouth in front of anybody, he get to know like, oh my God, he knows, right?
Mm,
But anyhow he managed,
yeah,
right? So the
right.
correct way to speak does matter,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Does matter.
Mm,
Why I'm saying matter? The T becomes D, right?
yeah,
You know that. This is
yeah,
very funny. This is very
yeah,
funny. Do you have time? 5 minutes more?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let me show. Yesterday, we had discussed and you had suggested like uh, the sword of Damocles, right?
Yeah.
Your popular example becomes famous. Where is that? Shit. You don't have English as English, right? One or chat sometime.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sound nice. So I see that your English class so far so good. It's running well. Well done.
Not mine. Whoever will come across my, a connection, those all English will be good. Oh my God. Always try to complain.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Actually, I got the notification from my cell phone. It is
Okay.
said that I have to upgrade my cell phone, so I upgrade
Okay.
the system. Just follow the instruction, but after upgrading done, it's getting, I have a new power. It's like my cell phone have a happy work, happy duty. It's
Okay.
it's just blank and off suddenly.
Yeah, Sheikh, I'm doing well. Thanks. Yeah. So today, when in morning I was teaching my students, so I give some, phrase or some idiom. So I had given one phrase, and the phrase is the sword of Damocles is hanging over your head. The sword of Damocles. Sword means big knife. Sword means big knife that is used to,
Yeah, yeah,
fight.
I know that. But
Okay, so when I need to make understand to those they don't know Hindi, so we have to use some,
Mm,
way to
mm,
say.
yeah.
I don't know Democles. What Democles?
Okay. Democles means something like danger. Uh, so,
Mm,
so let me brief this phrase. The meaning of the sword of Damocles is hanging over your head or my head means if you say that uh, someone has the sword of Damocles hanging over their head, it means that they are in a situation in which something very bad could happen to them at any time.
mm. Okay, yeah, I got it
Right.
now.
Okay, so
Right.
uh, when I asked the guy, please give some example of the this phrase. So he said, very genuinely or very gently, the good example is when we are working in company or we are not knowing English well, right? Or we are not presenting data because of our English communication. That means the sword of Damocles, you know, is hanging over your head. Means anytime bad thing could happen with you in company or in organization if you are not equipped with English. I'm talking about a multinational company. I'm not talking about government company or government job. In government it is different way, but in multinational. Okay, he is from Indonesia, right?
Okay,
Okay.
right.
So you can see the pronunciation is very common like us, right?
Yeah.
Now I take you to the Mexico. Wait, the sword of Damocles is hanging over my head. It is a phrase. It is a phrase, or it means if you say that someone has the sword of Damocles hanging over their head, it means they are in a situation in which something very bad could happen with them.
I have heard this phrase before. It's an historical phrase.
Yeah, yeah.
There are a story behind this phrase, but
Okay.
I don't know exactly how goes this story. But the meaning is correct. Uh, uh, if we want to take this phrase in our life, I
Yeah.
think it means that always we are in the position of make big progress, but
Uh, okay. So what happens when we listen somebody they are from different country, we think like their English is ultimate, but no,
Mm,
not like that, not like
okay,
that, right? They all are at the same page, like
okay,
like you are, we are. So when you listen to those people, they all are making mistake. Doesn't matter like they are good speaking fluently, but the tone they speak that belongs to their own typical language, right? We are
right.
in Hindi, so we speak like our own way. So
Yes,
those all are from their own country, their own language, so they speak like their way. So sometimes we think like, oh my god, their English is very good or they are speaking very nice. That's not like that.
okay,
Only the English is good for whom I can show you. Just a minute. Uh, where is that? Okay, say me when you get late.
yeah. Basically, leave to class in paid. So I think we can do
And
that tomorrow.
yeah, sure, sure, sure. So where is that? It was nice to talking with you, right? And my purpose is to keep laughing, keep smiling, and when it comes to English, never mind, it
Okay,
will become a very perfect one day, right? But tomorrow, your not to, tomorrow, today,
yeah.
think like F sound, W sound, or V sound,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, bye. Have a
Bye
nice
to
day.
bye.
Nice to
Okay,
talk.
see you. Thanks.